Minister's statement. No role of advisor in China spy case evidence. In a recent development, the Education Secretary has stated that a key security advisor, Jonathan Powell, had no involvement in the substance or evidence of the collapsed case against two men accused of spying for China. This statement comes in response to Conservative Party suggestions that Powell, the Prime Minister's national security advisor, played a role in withholding evidence from prosecutors. The case against Christopher Cash and Christopher Berry, who deny the allegations, was dropped last month, sparking criticism from ministers and MPs. Bridget Phillipson, the Education Secretary, assured the public that Powell did not participate in discussions regarding the case's evidence. She expressed the government's disappointment in the case's outcome and directed inquiries to the Crown Prosecution Service for an explanation. Downing Street had previously denied any ministerial involvement in the case's collapse. However, a rare intervention by the Director of Public Prosecutions, Stephen Parkinson, revealed that the trial's failure was due to the government's lack of evidence identifying China as a national security threat. The Conservatives have responded by submitting an urgent question in Parliament, demanding an explanation from ministers on Monday. The Shadow Home Secretary, Chris Philp, accused the government of withholding critical information. He suggested that Jonathan Powell was behind the decision not to disclose evidence demonstrating China's threat to national security during the 2021 to 2023 period. Philp called for Powell's resignation if true. The Prime Minister, during a visit to India, emphasized the government's reliance on the previous Conservative administration's stance on China, describing it as an epoch-defining challenge. He stated that the prosecution's focus should be on the policies in place at the time of the alleged offences. Former Conservative ministers and advisers have provided insights into the absence of an official threat designation. They claim to have a document containing hundreds of examples of Chinese activities posing a threat to the UK during the relevant period, which could have been used as evidence. The hack on the Ministry of Defence, suspected to be China's work, is cited as one of many incidents. A source from the previous government expressed confidence that a jury would conclude China's threat based on the available evidence. Former MI5 head Ken McCallum's public statements in 2023 about a sustained campaign of Chinese espionage further support this view. The Liberal Democrats have criticised the government's approach to China, warning that it endangers national security. They have called for the government to block the planning application for a new Chinese embassy in London, arguing that it would facilitate industrial-scale Chinese espionage. Christopher Cash and Christopher Berry were charged under the Official Secrets Act in April 2024, when the Conservatives were in power. They were accused of gathering and providing information prejudicial to the state's safety and interests between December 2021 and February 2023. The prosecution's inability to meet the evidential test led to the case's collapse, as explained by the Director of Public Prosecutions.